What?
Nothing. I'm letting you relax your eyes. I'm trying to let you
Contact problems.
I'm letting you get moist.
They gave me the wrong contacts. They're too big for my eyeballs.
Are you moist yet? Are they too big for my eyeballs?
I don't even like that word.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the New Tribe, and we're bringing you the new real.
That's right, guys. It doesn't get more real than right here.
More rugged
Right
than
now.
Right here, right now.
That's right, guys. We are back with another track on the NF Journey. That's right, guys. Let's see, we're about halfway through the Mansion album.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a little detour last week with
Layers.
because
We had to.
I mean, shit, that shit was worth it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that shit was dope.
That shit was super worth it, guys. So we are back at it. Gonna go forward. This is going to be a lyric video, I
Which
believe.
I love music videos too, because you get the whole shebang. But I love a lyric video because then I don't have to worry about trying to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, lyric videos are good. They help us, especially if it's somebody like NF or say Yella or something like that,
yeah.
and they start going in, you know what I mean? For us to be able to catch it on the first listen and stuff like that, I mean,
Which is important for a reaction video. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
So guys, we have been getting a shit ton of comments, a shit ton of emails, and yes, a shit ton of love also. And we want to
Y'all's
thank
the shit.
everybody for what you're doing, the participation, the support, all that good stuff. We just want to let you know that we are definitely going to be jumping on your other suggestions. We're trying to figure out a way to work them in with the new stuff that is coming out, as well as our NF journey.
Yep. In our regular life.
Yes, and our regular life. So we will be definitely doing those. I think probably once we get closer to the end of doing the NF journey, you guys will start to see
new journeys.
some of these new artists coming in and stuff like that. But we wanted to let you guys know that we are definitely hearing your suggestions.
Yep.
We're still
writing
keeping
them all down.
Yep, we're still keeping the list, and we are going to try to do each and every one of those, guys. So
Yes, of course. I mean, that's why we're here.
That's
To
right,
react to
guys.
some music with y'all.
That's right, guys. So speaking of music, speaking of react, this is NF Face It. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to face
Are you ready to
I'm
face
ready to
the-
face
Are you
it.
ready to face the music?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Do the damn thing.
All right, guys, here we go. Holy shit, let me fix this here. Let me see if I can't. Turn me up in the headphones. Turn me up. There we go. A little bit better, a little bit better. Okay, guys, here we go. We've got NF Face It. Now, this is the lyric video. I don't know that there is a actual music video. I'm going to say no because when we Googled it, this is what came up. So
Internet these days, guys, makes things so much easier, right?
guys. So much easier. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. That's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Yeah, don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it.
Okay, so
Very
right
pop.
off, that's what I was gonna say. Right off the bat, like before the beat really kicked in, I was kind of getting definitely pop vibes. I mean, it's not that I'm surprised because some of the stuff we've heard, especially on this album right here, has been stuff that would kind of be considered
Well, like we
possibly
said,
down that
the whole
down that alley.
Capital and him thing made sense once I started hearing some of the pop type of
Yeah.
vibes that came from this
Yeah.
album.
Yeah, and who's
He does it well.
who's the I guess the pop guy? You know who I'm talking about? Did the song with Bieber,
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes. I kind of got those vibes
Yes.
right off the very beginning, right? I
Yeah.
mean, and that's not a bad thing, you know. I'm
No.
I'm a fan. The dude can
We
do.
love him.
Yeah, dude can do his thing. Obviously, until the hook kind of like really started to kick in, I was getting those kind of vibes. So.
Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Don't know how to face it. Let's go back to basics. Yeah, say what you mean, do what you say. But man, I hate this. I just don't know what I'm chasing. Don't know what I'm chasing. Yeah, somebody told me life is something you don't want to play with. But I just keep on playing like life is just a playground. I go through these mood swings, watch everything slide down. I look at myself and I ask what the goal is. Yeah, tell me what your goal is. I'm just so lost in emotions, I don't even notice. I just slip into a place that I don't think straight. Dabbling in my ear, trying to tell me everything's great. And in the year I realize
Oh, shit, that was nasty,
Yes,
wasn't
that was
it?
some nasty effects on
That
that.
was dope, guys. See, that's why
Yes.
it's gonna keep bringing me back to what I've always said since we started listening to NF is his production.
Yes, and the theatrics.
Yes, his whole production, his whole the engineering of his
Yes.
song, and the way that he does.
It makes everything top tier.
Yes,
everything.
it's the little things, you
Yes,
know what
it
I
doesn't
mean?
matter what style he's going for, what genre he's going for. It makes everything top tier because of how great the engineering and the production is.
Absolutely, man. That shit was hardcore. I'm gonna bring it back, guys. Let's listen to that one more time right there where it drops in.
trying to tell me everything's great. And then into a place that I don't think straight. Dabbling in my ear, trying to tell me everything's great. And in the year I realize I'm in the same place, running in the same race, same pace. Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. That's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Yeah, don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. Don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. How to face it. How to face it. Let's go back to basics. Think about the words you about to say before you say it. Sin is bittersweet, I taste it. Bittersweet, I taste it. Get that sickness out my mouth. I feel like my train is derailing. I can feel it. Yo, these words are only words until they actions. Words until they actions. Thrive on empty satisfactions. Yeah, the fact is I don't know. Fact is I don't know. Yeah, I get on these stages, say that I put on a show, but yeah, the show it don't mean nothing. If I don't live my lyrics, if they don't feel the spirit in my songs and they don't hear it, homie, yeah, it don't mean nothing. This ain't all about appearance. Everything starts with the man in the mirror. I ain't sleeping lately.
Wow.
Ooh, my
Okay,
contract's still
man.
messing up.
That guy.
Woo!
I'll tell you what. I have noticed, and I don't know if it's intentional or if it's him finding himself
Right.
and developing as an artist, but his voice
Yes, it changes a lot.
changes a lot. Like,
Yes,
like
it almost sounded like a different person coming
And-
in on that second verse.
it did the first as well.
Yep.
It literally didn't sound like any NF that we have heard
See,
yet.
I like that.
until he started really getting into it. Then you could hear
Yes.
him in it. But I mean, and he did the same thing in layers in the
Layers,
last one
yeah.
that we did. Like his voice was like street grimy.
Yes,
and
he was going for that street swag.
yeah,
Yep.
and that's good being able to do that. So that's why I
yeah.
said I'm sure
Makes
some
you a
of
very
it.
versatile artist.
Yeah, I'm sure some of it is intentional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe this being one of his first, real projects that he put out, he might have been searching for that voice back,
Yeah, like
back
what- like
in,
his,
like what he
his
wants to sound
signature
like.
voice,
Absolutely,
yes.
yeah.
That don't mean nothing. This ain't all about appearance. Everything starts with the man in the mirror. Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. That's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it, yeah.
Love that
I
transition.
don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. I don't know how to face it. How to face it.
That beat, that ambiance.
Sounds like a heartbeat.
Yeah. Nice, nice. I love the ambiance in that
Yes.
beat, the synths that they used, man. It
That's
was
our,
almost
that's our favorite type of
yeah
sound
and
vibe.
The synths in the background that they used was almost, I mean, it had that. Well, I mean, it had that pop feel to
Yes,
it the
it
whole
did.
time, but it almost had like a retro. Like almost 80s vibe there for a minute. The
Yeah, I can
actual
see that.
sound of
Sometimes
the synth
pop
itself.
goes that way.
Yeah, the sound that it went itself. So
Did
wow.
you hear that drum come in? That was real
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
that.
they had
Ooh.
that almost like the break beat underneath the actual drum line. That
Oh,
shit was
badass.
yeah. So that's one thing that I can say has been 100% consistent so far in every track that we've heard with NF is that we've dug the beats, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
And they're all so different.
yeah, the way that they've done as yet, as far as their beats goes, and their the engineering and
Yes.
just the whole technicality that they put into the craft.
Yes.
That's
Every song, too.
yes, that's probably one of my favorite parts about his
This
music.
is why he doesn't have any fillers.
Yeah,
We figured it out.
absolutely.
Yep.
All right,
Okay. It's time.
all right.
It's time for.
It's time for what, guys?
Bar of the Day.
Bar of the day. That's right. You guys know what that is, and if you don't know what that is, we will tell you. Bar of the day. We're going to go through, and we are each going to pick our favorite line, our favorite bar of this track.
Stuck out to us the most.
That's right.
I know, because we've only listened to it once.
Yeah, we're going to let you
So-
know what it was and why it stuck out to us. And then after that, guys, you are all tasked with the exact same thing. You're going to have to comment below and let us know what your bar of the day is and why,
why.
guys. And we want to know these things. We really like to hear the differences in why a certain
Yeah.
bar might have stuck out to someone else rather than,
Yes.
the reasons why I say it stuck out to us.
Yeah, or
we
maybe
might
somebody
relate.
will catch something that we didn't,
Absolutely.
catch, or a metaphor or something like that. I love that shit.
Absolutely, guys.
That's
So
the best thing about connecting over music is to conversate and to figure out what each different brain has found in that
Yep.
song. Love it.
music will let you go as deep as you take it, guys.
Yep.
All right. All right, guys. Here we go. We've got Brit's bar of the day. Of course, ladies first, beauty for age.
Such a gentleman.
That's right.
Okay, mine is the think about the words you about to say before you say it. Soon as bittersweet, I taste it.
Yes.
I love that. That says so much right there in those two little sentences or whatever
Yes.
you want to call it in music world. It's so important to think about the words you say before you say them, because once you put words out there, you cannot take them back.
Absolutely.
You can't. And I mean, I don't think that people should be so sensitive in like this world we're living in today, which is offended by everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there are times where there's miscommunications that really do happen.
Right.
So it shouldn't be as serious. But in like a serious relationship and stuff, you have to be careful what you say and make
You
sure
do.
that you have respect
You do.
at all times. Respect for yourself to not turn into that type of person. And even though you're having a moment inside, you don't have to let your actions turn into that.
Absolutely. And it's a fine line, honestly, to be able to not, you don't want to have to censor yourself
Bite your tongue.
and keep stuff inside that, you really need to say as a
That you really
person.
feel.
But you also need to walk that line and keep that edge to where you watch what you say.
You got to be careful because emotions are fickle.
Yeah.
You know, like you might think that you really feel something in that moment because it's so intense, but then 10 years down the road, you look back and you're like, huh, I didn't really care for that dude.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
a joke, you know, ha 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 ha. I mean, our parents say it to us like growing up, and you don't believe it in that moment, but it is so true, youngins. It's true.
It is true. All right, guys, let's check it out. Let's hear Brit's bar of the day. Here we go.
Face it, how to face it, how to face it. Let's go back to basics. Think about the words you about to say before you say it. Sin is bittersweet, I taste it. Bittersweet, I taste it. Get that sickness out my mouth. I feel like my train is derailing.
That's so deep. That says so much right there. I mean,
I like
that's
how he said it, too.
Yeah, that's a thick one right there, guys. That's a big bar.
Lay it on him thick.
Right. All right, guys. So that was Brit's awesome bar of the day.
Thank you.
And I think this is probably the first time since we've been doing bar of the day that we haven't picked the exact same
There
bar.
was so much in this
There
one.
was a lot in this one. Like I literally could have picked 3 right off the top. And
Obviously, I loved the part where he did the devil in the ears,
Yeah.
trying to tell me everything's great. I love the effect on that.
yeah,
part,
I
though.
think that was what really made me feel that part the most was that, which is why I didn't actually go with that one, guys. I went with the one where he says, "Yeah, I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. Yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me, baby. Maybe that's why I ain't changing."
That's good.
That right there is, and I think everybody honestly can relate to that in one way or another, because when it all boils down to it, guys, you are the only person that can make yourself happy. You can't rely on other people. You can't rely on material things. You can't rely on paychecks. And don't get me wrong.
That's selfish too, to put that on another person. You can't ever put your happiness on another person. That's too much pressure on them.
Yeah, and-
They've got to worry about their own happiness
Absolutely.
as well.
And don't get me wrong, buying a brand new car, or a badass boat, or going out to the strip club and dropping some racks. Don't get me wrong. That can make you happy in the
yeah, for
moment.
sure.
But what we're talking about here and what he's getting down is he's getting down below the surface, and he knows that
Like NF does
he
best.
is the only person that is going to be able to control
You have
himself.
to take accountability.
And that's what he's talking about right here. And he's going so far into this one as to saying that that's why he isn't changing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's hear it,
you
guys.
can become stagnant too, and be stubborn and not want to change.
Absolutely.
It's all about divine timing.
All right,
Life is.
let's check it out. Here we go. And this is actually in where he switches from kind of his rapping like flow into more of like the
pop
singing,
beat,
like
yeah.
pop feel. Yeah.
I ain't sleeping lately. I ain't sleeping lately. And yes, I know that I'm the only person that can change me. Maybe that's why I ain't changing. That's why I ain't changing. I got too much on my mind. I guess I don't know how to face it. I just don't know how to face it.
Yeah. And that's deep, man.
And this
because
song is such a deep song, but it makes you want to get down.
Absolutely.
The way that they engineered the
a
the
lot
actual
of
music.
people don't know how to face stuff like that. You know
don't.
what I mean? And it goes from just not just problems in life, but people don't know how to face their self. You know what I mean? They don't know how to turn.
Well, a lot of people don't know who in the fuck they really are.
No, and they don't have to know how to turn, inward and really look and see what they've got going on as a person, and if that needs changed, or if they're on that path that they need to be on.
Yes, they're too worried about their external life and what it looks like to everybody else, and society standards and all that, family standards. What really they need to do is go inward and make that all right with who they're supposed to really be in their soul, their heart, their mind, all of it, and then go outward. And then you make them balance.
Absolutely. Up top. Bam.
Bam!
All right, guys. So that was our bar of the day. Now it's your turn. Go below. Let us know what your bar of the day was. And don't forget to tell us why. And if you don't want to get that deep into it, we understand. If you don't want to get in the comment section and drop all those feelings and emotions down there, guys,
Get all vulnerable.
that's right. You can always email us your bar of the day at officialnewtribe@gmail.com. That's right, guys. Send us your bar of the day there. Let us know why, and we will get back to you, as soon as we can, guys. You can also send us your suggestions or links to any videos that you want us to react to at that email address. You can also comment below, like we said. Either way, it does take us. We will give you guys, it does take us a little bit to get to all of the comments as well as the emails and stuff like that. We're doing the best we can.
We hope to get on a better schedule coming up in the next week.
Yeah.
We've had a lot going on in our lives. We didn't expect for the channel to blow up like this soon. The other channels we've done has taken a while to do the grind and get get there.
We get a lot more interaction on this channel
Which we
than
love.
any of the other channels that we do, which is awesome, and that's part of it. That's
It
the
makes us
part of
passionate about it.
that we wanted to do as far as this one goes. We
Create
want
a community.
Yeah, we want the interaction, and we will continue to interact with you guys and get back to you guys as much as humanly possible, guys. So if you guys haven't already,
Just be patient.
make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yep.
You guys, you can give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't really matter, guys.
It's all
That's
about
right.
the perspective in life.
That's right, guys. And we're doing this journey, okay? We're halfway through the Mansion album. We've still got a lot of NF left to go, guys.
I'm
And
excited.
we're also reacting to the new stuff that comes out as best we can. I mean, we've got some reactions backed up that we haven't got to put out yet because we've been trying to keep the NF in the forefront. It's literally been one of our
Keep it
focuses
alive.
because it's one of those artists that we have just kind of discovered on our on our own, and somebody that we want to listen to on the regular. So we really want
dive deep into.
we want to keep
with y'all too.
but we've got some Yella that we've reacted to that we haven't put out. You guys know us. We like some Yella and Kasky. We like Yella. We've got a lot of stuff, guys. So keep your eyes out and make sure you guys try to get with us on the premieres. We love hanging out with you guys on the premieres,
Love it.
chatting it up. That shit rocks. It's so much fun. All right, guys. That was it. That's all we got for the NF Face It reaction. Overall, what'd you think?
I loved it.
Did you like it?
I loved the song.
I did like it. This isn't obviously my favorite song that he's done, but you've got to keep in mind we've listened to some Layers. You guys, we've reacted to the NF and Hobson track.
Yeah, that one's my favorite still so far.
I
is
think
the
it's
NF and
just it's
Hobson.
going to be so hard the farther we get into NF. It's
Like I
going
said,
to be
all
so
his
hard
songs
to pick a
are
favorite.
Top tier.
Yeah.
They're top tier, so it
It's
just
gonna
depends on
be
personal
tough, guys.
preference, honestly.
Either way, we're having a fucking blast hanging out with you guys. We're having a blast checking out all of his music. So we hope to see you guys back here at the next one.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's it. We're out of here. We thank you. We love you.
love you.
We will see you tomorrow. And we can guarantee you that tomorrow is going to be just as
Real.
later.
Peace, guys.